the office?
Yeah, let's go.
Is that cool? Yeah, really just getting acquainted with this old girl, which was an utter nightmare. There is kind of a knocking coming from the transmission. All right. So this hose here, this has to come up through here, but there's not really that much room in here to be able to get this up through here because of all this shit in here. And then it has to go through that hole back there, all the way around here, up into that lazarette, through the back corner, down into the port side, underneath, and come out the starboard side. And this is hose that does not like to bend. It's got wires in it, it's hard walled, and it's very, very terrible. Now it's getting to the point where we might have to take the whole galley off. I should just like stop wasting time and just do it. What time is it? It's almost 5. This took me 4 hours to get this out. Just this one hose. And it took me 2 hours just to get this piece off of here. What do you think?
I trust you.
Okay, let's talk about this engine. A lot of times with boats in particular, they've just been neglected. So you want to get in, you want to understand like what's been done, what hasn't been done, and then knock those things off the list, because inevitably, once you start poking around and you start trying to fix things or change stuff, you're going to break other things, specifically in older boats like, and that's already been true and evident in this one here. Immediately when I was checking it out, some of the things that I was really excited about, the very first thing is this guy. This is a late model Oberdorfer water pump, raw water pump. This is the best one that you can get for this engine. And to see that it already came installed from the previous owner, I was really, really excited. I also hit it with a wire brush. This was super corroded earlier. I'll be hitting it again kind of consistently as I do maintenance. We're gonna get this thing looking super cherry. We've got a high quality alternator here. It's had work done to it. We're gonna buy an extra one and we'll keep a spare on board in case anything happens to it. Overall, we're in really good shape. We've got our aqua lift muffler down here. We've got our elbow riser here. We've got our heat exchanger here. Everything is in pretty good working condition. When we run the engine, it sounds awesome. Coolant's clean. Air filter needs to be changed. I'm going to be doing the oil and the filters when we get the new exhaust hose in. And then from there, we should be able to, I mean, knock on wood, we should be able to be good with this for a little bit. I do also have the sacrificial pencil zinc that's going to be going into the heat exchanger. One thing about me is anytime I get something new like this, I like to learn as much as possible about it. A couple of the other things that we've been really happy about is all of the seacocks, which are these right here. The seacocks are in really good working order. So we've got, I believe we've got 7 of them on this boat. They're all really clean. Also too, we have inline fuel filters, which are great, which is here. This is going to be running into the secondary fuel filter down here. So all in all, without getting too into the nuts and bolts of everything, this is a good high quality engine. It's the latest iteration of the Universal M25. Parts are still available. We're going to show you the exhaust hose and why this was such an absolute nightmare. The hose outlet is right here. So this is the outlet nipple. So the way that it works is raw water comes in from the seacock into the raw water strainer. It comes through this hose. It comes into the Oberdorfer water pump, which then connects into the heat exchanger, mixed into the elbow riser, and then drops down into the aqua lift muffler. This is where the gases from the engine out of the block come into here. They mix with the water that came through the raw water inlet, and then it gets expelled through this hose here. Now, we're gonna come around here on the other side of the galley. This hose, when it's connected, it runs up into this galley. It runs into the galley, it comes up through this hole, it goes all the way back through that hole, it wraps around through here, up through this bulkhead, it comes through this lazarette, all the way through here, all the way back through this lazarette, terminates right here at the stern at that little chrome fitting right there. As you can see, to get the hose from there to here is very hectic and hard, and it's a very stiff hose. It doesn't like to bend and weave, and that's exactly the job that we're doing right now.
There's the hose.
So that kind of gives you an idea as to what we're working on currently. After that, we're going to be getting into all the other auxiliary systems that are in the boat. You can see how big of a mess this is. So it's an absolute pit right now. However, once we get all of these systems figured out, we're going to be doing some really cool stuff. For those of you that haven't ever seen any of our content, our most recent rig was a 2021 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter that we built from the ground up. We like building things. We like adventuring. We like making our systems reliable, functional, and aesthetically appealing. And so that's going to be the same kind of methodology and thinking that we're going to take to this. There's a lot of really cool opportunities to retrofit and update and build new systems in ways that haven't really been done in these old platforms. One of the things that we're going to be implementing is bringing inspiration from some of our other spaces that we like to participate in, whether it be snowboarding, surf, moto, real estate, a lot of these other spaces where we bring inspiration from to be able to build those systems and those aesthetics into this boat in a functional way that still pay tribute to the historical lineage of Catalina yachts. I think is going to be a really cool thing for you guys to follow us along on. So if you're new here, hit the freaking subscribe. Be about it. Follow us around and feel free to chew me out in the comments about how I'm blowing it or whatever, or drop us a thumbs up if you think we're killing it. Yeah, welcome. Stoked to have you here. Yeah, thanks for joining us. See you.